Well, there's been some major updates to the A-League men season fixture list, with Perth Glory confirming that they'll have a new temporary home for the upcoming 2022-23 season. Macedonia Park, home of NPL-WA team Sterling Macedonia, will host 10 of Perth Glory's 13 home fixtures. The change of venue is due to ongoing renovations at Perth's regular home ground of HBF Park. We knew Perth was going to have to vacate HBF Park for about 4 of their 13 home games, but now that's been updated to 10 in recent weeks due to these ongoing works. Now, anyone can edit Wikipedia, so who knows if this is completely accurate, but Macedonia Park has an estimated capacity of 7,000. However, Perth have confirmed that there'll be temporary seating upgrades to Macedonia Park, so we might see the capacity of the stadium pushed to 10,000, maybe a bit more depending on the works they do. Temporary seating is not the only infrastructure work that Perth has confirmed that's going to be undertaken at the ground to make sure it is at a standard of not only A-League men, but A-League women. The Perth Glory A-League women team will be playing games there as well. Other works to be completed will see the temporary improvement of lighting there at Macedonia Park, as well as additional parking for the patrons that are going to go to the game. Now, this upgrades will mean the 2 Perth Glory home games that were scheduled at HBF Park before the World Cup break will actually have to be rescheduled. So there was a game against the Central Coast on October 23, so they're just going to switch that fixture. Instead of being played in Perth, it's going to be played at the Central Coast. However, there is a game against Brisbane on November 13, and there hasn't been any concrete information on what's going to happen with that fixture, whether that'll be flipped over to Brisbane or whether that game might actually have to be postponed and played at a later date. But it does mean Perth Glory won't lose any home games, which is really good considering the past couple of years they've had with the COVID pandemic. What it does mean, they'll get their first game at Macedonia after the World Cup break. They'll be hosting Western United on December 10. They're not going to actually be able to go back to HBF Park until I think about the middle of March. They will get 3 home games there. So unfortunately, things they might have gone back to normal for basically the rest of the A-League men teams. Perth Glory, after having to play a lot of games over in the East Coast last year and barely being able to play at home because of state border closures and all that kind of stuff, still a little bit of a headache for the board. But you'd like to think this drama around not being able to play at their regular home ground in Perth, hopefully this will be the last issue they have and they can finally get back to functioning as normal. Quick update on the channel. We got some news from the APL tippings in. Fantasy, finally people have been calling for fantasy to come back. I'll share some links in the description below how you can join our tipping competition and our fantasy competition if you haven't done so already. I did make a post on YouTube and Samuel made a tweet on Twitter, so if you haven't joined, we'll share the links for that as well. But we're not too far away from the start of the A-League season. It's really exciting. We're only a couple of weeks away now for that opening round. Let us know what game you're really looking forward to. And also, if you're a Perth fan, let us know what you think of this move to Macedonia Park. Is it a good move? Is it a bad move? For me, it seems like a really good move. They're deciding to play in a rectangular stadium when it could have gone to a, pardon me, maybe a bigger venue at like Perth Stadium or one of the Waffle home grounds, but looks like they're going for the rectangular stadium, which is really good. But anyway, leave us a like, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.